Do you want to know 1 hour of curious facts that you have never heard? Sit back and enjoy part 6 of an hour of pure impressive curiosities of Zarpato. Before starting, don't forget to subscribe to help the channel grow and bring more quality videos. Let's get started. Do you want to see one of the rarest and strangest caves in the world? The Crystal Cave in Mexico, located in the state of Chihuahua, contains giant selenite crystals that can reach extraordinary sizes. Some of these crystals are the largest ever found on Earth, reaching up to 39 feet in length. The dugong is a strange, herbivorous marine mammal that is a close relative of the manatee and is found in warm, shallow waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. It is known for its robust body and shovel-shaped snout. It belongs to the order Sirenia, just like the manatee. These two animals are the only living members of this order, which is believed to have a common ancestor with elephants. The Peel P50, known as the world's smallest car, is a vehicle of extraordinarily diminutive dimensions that was manufactured on the Isle of Man during the 1960s. Measuring just 4.4 feet long and 3.3 feet wide, this microcar defies the size conventions of conventional vehicles. Designed to be extremely compact and agile, the Peel P50 was conceived as a practical solution for mobility in congested and hard-to-reach urban areas. The Salt Cathedral in Poland is an impressive underground cathedral that is inside a salt mine in the city of Wieliczka. Built entirely of salt, including sculptures, reliefs, and even the chandeliers, it is a testament to underground art and engineering. Chanel, the prestigious high-end fragrance firm, revolutionized the market in 2004 by investing a considerable sum of $33 million in its latest advertising campaign. For this project, the brand recruited acclaimed actress Nicole Kidman and talented director Baz Luhrmann, who collaborated to create an immersive and glamorous love story. The plot developed mainly around an imposing Chanel logo, thus creating an atmosphere of elegance and sophistication that captivated the audience. Mount Roraima, located in 3 countries, Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, is an impressive tepui, or also known as the table-shaped mountain, which rises to about 9,200 feet above sea level and marks the meeting point of 3 South American countries. It is known for its unique flora and fauna, as well as its surreal landscapes. The Varose sifaka is a lemur found in Madagascar and known for its distinctive appearance, with amber-colored eyes and a white facial patch. They are famous for their jumping abilities and for their distinctive call, which sounds like an alarm cry. The Firefly Shrine in Japan is very famous, as in the summer, this shrine on the Tatsuno River in Nagano Prefecture is filled with thousands of fireflies that light up the night with their glow. It is a magical sight and one of the most romantic places in Japan. The transparent-headed fish is a deep-sea fish, scientifically known as barrel-eye, which has a transparent head that allows it to see through its skull. Its eyes can move within its sockets to focus on objects in different directions. The Hussaini Suspension Bridge in Pakistan is known to be one of the most dangerous bridges in the world. With its missing planks and precarious structure, crossing it is a test of nerves for brave travelers. The most viewed ad on the YouTube platform is Volkswagen's Super Bowl commercial, The Force, which aired in 2011. In the commercial, a young boy is featured dressed as Darth Vader, the iconic character from the Star Wars saga, who is trying to use the Force to control objects in his home, such as the TV, washing machine, and dog. As the boy makes his attempts, viewers can see his family watching skeptically from the background, until finally the father surprises the boy by activating the Volkswagen Passat car, using the remote control while the boy is nearby, causing the boy to believe that he has actually used the Force. Mount Hua in China is one of the 5 sacred Taoist mountains in China. It is famous for its dangerous mountain trails, dizzying cliffs, and breathtaking views. The others that form this group are the Taishan, Hengshan, Northern Hengshan, and Songshan. The blobfish is a strange fish, native to the depths of the ocean off the coasts of Australia and New Zealand, which has a gelatinous appearance and a body density slightly lower than that of water, allowing it to float effortlessly. Chrysler, the renowned Detroit-based automotive company, launched a striking advertising campaign in which it collaborated with one of the city's most iconic rappers, Eminem. In this production, the rapper was accompanied by a gospel choir, creating a unique fusion of musical styles. Although the advertisement had a significant cost of $4 million, it quickly proved to be a wise investment by exceeding expectations. It managed to accumulate more than 16 million views on YouTube, which shows its impact and reach on the audience. Despite being one of the most iconic actresses of all time, Audrey Hepburn never won an Oscar for her performance in Breakfast at Tiffany's or My Fair Lady, two very successful films. However, he received an honorary Oscar in 1993 for his outstanding contribution to cinema. Glíma is a traditional Icelandic sport that has been practiced since the Viking era. It consists of a form of hand-to-hand fighting that incorporates grappling and takedown techniques. In Glíma, competitors face off one-on-one using agile movements and combat skills to try to take down their opponent. Unlike some more aggressive forms of fighting, Glíma is practiced in a spirit of respect and camaraderie, where the main goal is to demonstrate skill and dexterity, rather than inflicting damage on the opponent. Sweden holds the world record for the most islands in a single country, with over 220,000 islands scattered along its coastline. The Rungrado Mayday Stadium in Pyongyang, North Korea, is considered the largest stadium in the world in terms of capacity. It has a capacity of 150,000 spectators and is used primarily for athletics and football events. Cambodia is best known for hosting the famous Angkor Temple complex, including the iconic Angkor Wat Temple. This area contains the largest concentration of religious temples in the world and is a major tourist and cultural destination. Australian tennis player Samuel Groth holds the Guinness record for the fastest serve in tennis history, reaching a speed of 164 miles per hour in 2012 during a tournament in Busan, South Korea. Loy Krathong is a Thai festival held in November to give thanks to the goddess of water and to apologize for polluting rivers and streams. During the festival, people float small boats made of banana leaves and decorated with flowers and candles on rivers and lakes. At 11 years old, Tom Gregory achieved an extraordinary feat by becoming the youngest person to swim across the English Channel, an achievement that has yet to be matched by anyone else. In total, it took him 11 hours and 54 minutes to cross the channel. Diwali, also known as the Festival of Lights, is a Hindu celebration marking the return of the god Rama to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile. During Diwali, houses and streets are lit up with oil lamps, candles, and electric lights, and people exchange gifts and sweets. In 2011, American surfer Garrett McNamara rode a 78 feet high wave in Nazaré, Portugal, setting a new Guinness World Record for the largest wave ever surfed. Theodore Roosevelt became the youngest president of the United States when he took office at the age of 42, following the assassination of William McKinley in 1901. Morocco is known for its stunning mosaics that adorn buildings, mosques, and palaces. These intricate geometric and floral designs are traditionally done using brightly colored tiles and reflect the country's rich history and culture. Trinidad and Tobago's Brian Lara is the only cricketer in history to have scored 400 runs in a single first-class match. He achieved this record in 2004 during a match between the West Indies and England. Red Bull is the world's best-selling energy drink. It was first introduced in Austria in 1987 and has since gained popularity worldwide, especially among young people and athletes. The Temple of Hatshepsut in Egypt is one of the oldest buildings still standing. This funerary temple dedicated to Queen Hatshepsut is a stunning example of ancient Egyptian architecture. Acqua di Cristallo Tributo a Modigliani is considered the most expensive bottled water in the world. It is sold in 750 milliliter glass bottles and is made up of a mixture of spring water from Fiji and France, Canadian iceberg water, and water from San Pellegrino Island in Italy. A bottle can cost up to $60,000. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, is the longest-serving president in American history. In 2019, he surpassed the longevity record set by George H.W. Bush. Dogs can dream. Like humans, dogs experience REM sleep phases, during which they are likely to dream. They may make body movements, whimper, or even bark while dreaming. Do you know the Capilano Bridge in Canada? This suspension bridge, located in British Columbia, is approximately 137 meters long and rises about 230 feet above the Capilano River. It is known for its gentle swing and offers stunning views of the surrounding forest. In Thailand, the Sakyant tattoo ceremony is a spiritual practice that involves ritual tattoos performed by Buddhist monks or sacred tattoo masters. These tattoos are believed to grant protection, power, and good luck to those who wear them. Da Hong Pao tea, also known as Big Red Robe, is considered one of the most expensive teas in the world. It is grown in the Wuyi region of China, and its price can reach thousands of dollars per ounce due to its rarity and exceptional quality. San Marino, a small republic nestled in Italy, has the highest density of vehicles per person in the world. Although it only has a population of about 34,000 people, it has more than one car for every 2 people. The first product sold by Amazon.com was a book titled Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies, Computer Models of the Fundamental Mechanisms of Thought by Douglas Hofstadter. Since then, the company has experienced explosive growth and has become one of the largest companies in the world. Colombia is the country with the greatest biodiversity of birds in the world, with over 1,900 different species. This represents about 20% of all known bird species in the world. Among them, we find the quetzal, native to Central America, the toucan, etc. Bananas are naturally radioactive due to their potassium content, which includes a small amount of potassium-40, a radioactive isotope. However, the amount of radiation is extremely low and does not pose any health risk. Romania's Palace of Parliament, located in Bucharest, is the largest administrative building in the world and holds the Guinness record for the largest number of rooms of any administrative building, 3,100 rooms in total. Canada has the largest number of freshwater lakes in the world, with over 3 million lakes. This represents about 60% of all freshwater lakes on Earth. Despite its common English name, peanut, the peanut is not technically a nut, but a legume. It grows underground and belongs to the same family as beans and peas. Bhutan has the highest average altitude of any country in the world, with an average elevation of about 10,700 feet above sea level. It is located in the Himalayas and is known for its stunning mountain scenery and focus on gross national happiness. Strawberries are not technically berries, but are aggregates of achenes, tiny seeds on the surface of the fruit. Plus, on average, each strawberry has about 200 seeds on its surface. The village of Rain in Norway's Lofoten Islands is known for its quaint fishermen's houses and narrow streets. Some of the narrowest streets only allow one person to pass through at a time. Socotra Island, Yemen, is an island in the Indian Ocean famous for its strange life forms, including alien-looking trees such as the Socotra dragon tree, and a variety of endemic species unique in the world. According to data from the International Dairy Association, New Zealand is the country that consumes the most ice cream per capita in the world, followed by the United States. Kiwi fruit is native to China and was known as the China grape when it was first introduced to New Zealand in the 1900s. It was later renamed after the kiwi, a native New Zealand bird, due to its similar appearance. The Japanese yen features different historical and cultural figures on its banknotes. For example, the 1,000 yen note shows Hideo Noguchi, a famous Japanese bacteriologist. Spaghetti ice cream is a classic dessert in some places in the United States and Canada. It consists of vanilla ice cream pressed through a machine to look like spaghetti, topped with strawberry sauce, simulating tomato sauce, and chocolate shavings, resembling grated cheese. Nauru is one of the smallest countries in the world and used to be one of the richest due to the exploitation of its phosphate reserves. However, much of the island has been devastated by mining, leading to environmental and economic problems. The Trumpet Gourd plant produces the world's longest fruit, known as the trumpet gourd or snake gourd. Some varieties can reach up to 10 feet in length. Kiribati, an island country in the Pacific, is known for its unique international dateline, which runs straight through the nation. As a result, the islands are separated by 24 hours, meaning tourists can celebrate their birthday twice by crossing the dateline. The Hermes Birkin bag is one of the most exclusive and coveted handbags in the world. It is named after British actress and singer Jane Birkin, who inspired its creation during a flight where she complained to a Hermes executive about the lack of practical handbags. The most expensive cheese in the world is Pul, a Serbian cheese made exclusively from donkey milk. Its price can reach 500 euros per pound due to the scarcity of donkey milk and the artisanal production process. The Polo Ralph Lauren logo, featuring a polo player riding a horse, was inspired by Ralph Lauren's love of the sport. Polo has become a symbol of luxury and classic style associated with the brand. The world's oldest computer is called the Antikythera and is believed to have been built in Greece around 100 BC. It is a mechanical device used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses. The Grand Opulence Sundae is the world's most expensive ice cream, served at the Serendipity 3 restaurant in New York. This sundae includes a mix of vanilla, chocolate, and truffles, and is garnished with edible gold leaf and caviar. The first email was sent in 1971 by Ray Tomlinson, an engineer at ARPANET, the precursor to the internet. The message simply read, QWERTYUIOP, and was sent from one computer to another on the same network. Shalimar perfume, launched by Guerlain in 1925, is one of the oldest fragrances still sold on the market. Its name is inspired by the Shalimar Gardens in Lahore, Pakistan. The first digital camera was developed by Stephen Sasson, an engineer at Kodak, in 1975. It weighed about 8 pounds and had a resolution of 0.01 megapixels. Dior's J'adore perfume is known for its distinctive amphora-shaped bottle. The fragrance has been endorsed by several celebrities over the years, including Charlize Theron and Jennifer Lawrence. The sport that uses the world's fastest ball is Jai Alai, originating in the Basque Country, an autonomous community in Spain. The ball can reach speeds of up to 186 miles per hour. About 70% of the Earth's volcanoes are located at the bottom of the ocean. These underwater volcanoes can form underwater mountains, some of which are higher than the highest mountains on the Earth's surface. The most expensive bottle of champagne in the world is the Goût de Diamant, which is priced at around $1.8 million. The bottle is decorated with diamonds and is custom-made for each client. Some species of animals, such as jellyfish of the Turritopsis genus, are almost transparent, allowing them to easily camouflage themselves in their surroundings. Additionally, their transparent bodies allow them to go unnoticed by predators. In Japan, many streets do not have names. This is because addresses are based on blocks and districts rather than street names, which can be confusing for visitors. Some trees, such as the bristlecone pine in the United States, can live for thousands of years. Specimens of this species have been found that are over 4,000 years old. Luxembourg is a multilingual country with 3 official languages spoken: Luxembourgish, French, and German. It is also one of the richest countries in the world in terms of GDP per capita. Although caviar is now considered an exclusive delicacy, in the past it was consumed by Russian and Slavic fishermen as a cheap source of protein. Buzluja in Bulgaria is an abandoned structure that was built by the communist government of Bulgaria in the 1980s. It is a kind of UFO-shaped monument that was once a symbol of communist power in the country. Reebok, a popular sports brand, took its name from a species of African antelope called the Reebok. This choice was made to reflect speed and agility, important qualities in the world of athletics and sports. The Marquessac Gardens in France are famous for their meticulously trimmed boxwood hedges. The geometric shapes and scenic location make this place magical. In addition to its aesthetic beauty, The Marquez Sac Gardens offer visitors the opportunity to stroll through intricate paths between the hedges, exploring hidden corners, and enjoying spectacular views from strategically placed viewing points. Gunkanjima Island in Japan, also known as Battleship Island, due to its shape, is an abandoned island that was once a thriving mining community. Now it is a ghostly place full of ruined buildings, much visited by tourists. The Fly Geyser in the Nevada desert was accidentally created during the drilling of a well in the 1960s. The hot water and minerals have created a unique multicolored mound in the desert landscape. Although touchdown in American football involves the player crossing the goal line with the ball, the term originated in rugby. In rugby, a player scores a try by touching the ball to the ground in the end zone, leading to the expression touchdown in English. Lake Retba in Senegal gets its distinctive pink color from the high concentration of salt and algae that produce pink pigments. It is a stunning sight on the coast of Senegal. The sports brands Adidas and Puma were founded by two German brothers, Adolf and Rudolf Dassler, respectively. They started out together at the Dassler Brothers shoe factory in the 1920s, but after a family dispute in the post-war period, they split up and founded their own brands. Hallstatt is Austria's most photographed village. Located next to an alpine lake in Austria, Hallstatt is known for its historic charm and natural beauty. It is so picturesque that an exact replica of this village was built in China. The lion dance is a traditional Chinese dance form performed during important festivals and celebrations, such as the Chinese New Year. Two dancers stand inside a lion costume and perform choreographed movements, accompanied by drum and gong music, to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. Gassadalur is a small village in the Faroe Islands that used to be quite remote due to the lack of road access. Its most famous feature is the Mulafossur waterfall, which drops dramatically close to the village's houses. Although cars today come in a wide range of colors, the famous Ford Model T, produced between 1908 and 1927, was initially only available in black. This was mainly due to efficiency considerations in the production chain, as black paint dried faster than other colors available at the time. Located in the Atacama Desert in Chile, San Pedro de Atacama is known as the driest town in the world. Despite the harsh conditions, it is a popular destination for tourists who want to explore the desert and stargaze. In the Himba tribe of Namibia, young women go through a rite of passage into adulthood, known as Arembe. During this rite, young women are covered in a mixture of butter, animal fat, and red pigments to symbolize their transition into adulthood and their eligibility for marriage. The word automobile comes from the Greek autos, meaning by itself, and the Latin mobilis, meaning that moves. Thus, automobile literally translates to that moves by itself. Songkran is the Thai water festival that marks the Buddhist New Year. During this festival, people throw water at each other in the streets as a symbol of purification and renewal. It is one of the largest and most colorful festivals in Thailand. Tuvalu in the South Pacific is the fourth smallest country in the world in terms of land area and the least populated, with approximately 11,000 inhabitants. It is expected to be one of the first countries to suffer the impacts of climate change and rising sea levels. Namaste is a common greeting in India, used to show respect and reverence. It is performed by placing the palms of the hands together in front of the chest and slightly bowing the head. The word namaste means I bow to you in Sanskrit. Guinness World Records is the most stolen book from libraries around the world. The main reason seems to be that thieves try to set records themselves. In 1959, the Volvo Pvus 544 became the first car to offer 3-point seat belts as standard equipment on all front seats. This advancement in safety has become a standard in the automotive industry. In many Polynesian cultures, such as in Samoa and Tonga, the art of tattooing, known as tatau, has great cultural and spiritual significance. Traditional Polynesian tattoos are intricate and can have symbolic meanings representing identity, genealogy, and social status. The Gutenberg Bible, printed by Johann Gutenberg in 1455, is considered the first book printed in the West using the movable type printing technique. Papua New Guinea is the most culturally diverse country in the world, with over 850 different ethnic groups and over 800 distinct languages. This cultural diversity is the result of centuries of geographic isolation and a rich history of migration and contact between communities. The famous Chilean poet Pablo Neruda also ventured into politics. He served as a senator in Chile and was a member of the Communist Party. His political activism greatly influenced his poetic work. The first object acquired by MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art in New York, was a Van Gogh painting, The Lilies from 1989, which was purchased in 1933 for $5,000. Today, MoMA houses one of the most important collections of modern and contemporary art in the world. The Colossus of Rhodes is a bronze statue of the Greek god Helios that was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was located on the island of Rhodes in Greece and is believed to have been erected around 280 BC to commemorate the city's victory over invaders. Himalayan pink salt is a rock salt mine from the Himalayan mountains in Pakistan. It is characterized by its distinctive pink color due to the presence of minerals, and is believed to be one of the purest salts in the world. The most expensive egg in the world is the egg of the rhea, a species of bird similar to the ostrich. It is often considered a gourmet delicacy and can cost up to $40 per egg. Its flavor is described as similar to chicken, but more intense. Before being called Instagram, the app was called Bourbon. However, the founders decided to change the name when they realized that the photo sharing component was the most popular among users. Liechtenstein is one of the few countries in the world that is both completely landlocked and doubly landlocked, meaning it shares no land or sea borders with any other country that has a sea coast. The longest recorded tennis match in history lasted a staggering total of 11 hours and 5 minutes. It was played at the 2010 Wimbledon tournament between John Isner and Nicolas Mahut. This epic showdown lasted a total of 183 games, with a fifth set that reached a staggering 138 games, making it the longest set in tennis history. The final score was 6-4, 3-6, 6-7-7, 7-6, 3, 70-68 in favor of John Isner. In Japan, square watermelons are grown using special molds that shape the fruit while it is still growing. These square watermelons are popular as gifts and are considered easier to pack and store than traditional round watermelons. Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany from 2005 to 2021, has a PhD in quantum physics. She earned her PhD in 1986 and worked as a scientist before entering politics. The first video uploaded to YouTube was titled Me at the Zoo and was uploaded by one of the platform's co-founders, Jawed Karim, on April 23, 2005. In the video, Karim talks about the elephants at the San Diego Zoo. Dragon fruit, also known as pitahaya, is a tropical fruit with a unique outer appearance, with pink or yellow scales. Inside, the fruit is white or pink with small black seeds and has a mild, slightly sweet taste. Although it is commonly associated with French cuisine, the croissant is said to have been invented in Austria in the 17th century to commemorate the victory over the Ottomans at the Battle of Vienna. The shape of the croissant was inspired by the Ottoman crescent, and its name in French literally means crescent. Chameleons have the unique ability to move their eyes independently, allowing them to observe 2 different objects at the same time. This helps them locate prey and stay alert for potential predators. Dim sum is a Chinese meal consisting of a variety of small dishes, such as dumplings, spring rolls, steamed buns, and rice cakes. It is typically served as a casual lunch or breakfast at specialty restaurants known as tea houses. Dim sum is a popular way to enjoy a wide variety of flavors and textures in one meal. Mount K2, located on the border between China and Pakistan, is the second highest mountain in the world after Everest. Its name comes from British cartography and simply means Karakoram 2, referring to its location in the Karakoram mountain range. Champagne was invented by accident in the 17th century in the Champagne region of France. Wine growers in the region discovered that wine bottles often exploded due to secondary fermentation in the winter, resulting in a sparkling wine. This phenomenon gave birth to champagne as we know it today. The most expensive fruit in the world is the densuke watermelon, grown only on the island of Hokkaido in Japan. Each densuke watermelon has a shiny black skin and a sweet, juicy taste. They sell for thousands of dollars each due to their rarity and quality. In Indian cuisine, a clarified butter called ghee is used, which is considered a purified form of butter. In some regions of India, ghee is mixed with edible gold leaf to make mukwas, a mixture of seeds and spices served as a digestive after meals. Derinkuyu is an ancient underground city in the Cappadocia region of Turkey, dating back to the 8th century BC. It is believed to have been used by thousands of people as a shelter during attacks and periods of war. The city has multiple levels, including bedrooms, kitchens, water wells, and worship areas. Michael Jordan, considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time, shocked the sports world when he announced his retirement from basketball in 1993 to try his luck in professional baseball. He played in the minor leagues with the Birmingham Barons, affiliate of the Chicago White Sox, before returning to basketball in 1995. The white truffle is one of the most expensive mushrooms in the world, known for its distinctive aroma and delicate flavor. It is found primarily in Italy and can fetch extremely high prices, often exceeding $3,000 per pound on the market. Each year at Cooper's Hill in Gloucestershire, the Cheese Rolling Festival is held. Participants compete to reach a round Gloucester cheese that is rolled down a hill, with the winner taking the cheese as a prize. Some wines, such as Chateau Moussard from Lebanon, have an extremely long fermentation process. Red Chateau Moussard can ferment for up to 6 years in oak barrels before being bottled and marketed. Located in Norway, Halden Fengsel is a maximum security prison known for its comfortable conditions and focus on inmate rehabilitation. The prison features modern cells, recreational activities, and education and job training programs for inmates. It is estimated that there are more kangaroos than people in Australia. With a kangaroo population exceeding 50 million, these marsupials are an iconic part of the Australian landscape and culture. LeBron James, the NBA basketball player and social activist, has invested heavily in educational programs. He founded the I Promise Elementary School in his hometown of Akron, Ohio, which provides free education and extra support to at-risk students. Chicha de maíz is a traditional Latin American drink, especially popular in countries like Peru and Ecuador. It is made by fermenting ground corn with water and is often sweetened with sugar. Although it is an alcoholic beverage, the alcohol content is usually low due to the fermentation process. Hong Kong is known for its impressive skyscraper skyline, but it also has a surprising natural side. More than 40% of Hong Kong's surface is covered by nature reserves and national parks, making it one of the greenest cities in the world. The first recognized journalist in history was Jean de La Fontaine, a 15th century French poet and chronicler. He is best known for his chronicle of the Battle of Agincourt in 1415. The Olme axolotl, or Proteus, is a species of blind salamander that inhabits underground caves in Europe, particularly Slovenia and Croatia. It has an alien appearance with pink, externally branched skin and is known for its longevity and ability to regenerate body parts. Neapolitan pizza is an Italian specialty that originated in the city of Naples. To be considered authentic, it must meet certain standards, such as being made with specific ingredients, having a thin crust, and being cooked in a wood-burning oven. The True Neapolitan Pizza Association awards certification to establishments that meet these criteria. The spectacled bear, also known as the Andean bear, is the only bear native to South America and is known for its distinctive dark fur around its eyes, which resembles glasses. It is an endangered species due to habitat loss and poaching. The Pulitzer Prize is one of the most prestigious awards in the field of journalism, awarded by Columbia University in the United States. It was established by the will of newspaper magnate Joseph Pulitzer and is awarded annually in several categories, including investigative journalism, news reporting, and photography. The Glaucus atlanticus, also known as the blue dragon or blue sea dragon, is a small marine mollusk known for its spectacular appearance, with bright blue and silver colors on its body. Although its appearance is beautiful, it is a voracious predator that feeds on poisonous organisms, such as jellyfish. Simone Biles, the American gymnast who has won multiple Olympic gold medals, is known for her ability to perform innovative and difficult moves in the sport. She has performed moves named after her, such as the Biles on the floor and the Biles 2 on the balance beam. The alligator gar is a strange freshwater fish found in Mexico and Central America and has a prehistoric appearance with an elongated body and a mouthful of sharp teeth. It is known as a living fossil due to its age and its similar appearance to primitive fish. Shazam, one of the most popular apps for identifying music, uses a unique algorithm that analyzes the sound captured by the phone's microphone and compares it to a database of millions of songs to find the match. It was one of the first apps to use this audio recognition technology. The kakapo falcon is a native bird of New Zealand and also the largest parrot in the world. It is known for its inability to fly. Although it used to be abundant throughout New Zealand, the kakapo is currently critically endangered due to habitat loss and predation by introduced mammals. Michael Jackson was granted a patent in 1993 for a method and means for creating illusion of anti-gravity, which was used in his iconic dance move known as Smooth Criminal. The patent described a hook and slot system on the floor that allowed dancers to lean forward more than normal without falling over. The Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean is the deepest point on Earth. It is located at a depth of approximately 36,000 feet below sea level at its deepest point, known as the Mariana Trench Challenger Deep. Eminem's real name is Marshall Bruce Mathers III, but he adopted the pseudonym Eminem as an abbreviation of his initials M and M. However, the name is also said to be inspired by his love of Mars chocolate candy, which resembles the initials of his name. Apple seeds contain a small amount of cyanide, but to reach a toxic amount, one would need to chew and consume a large number of apple seeds. Still, eating just a few apple seeds is not dangerous. Tom Hanks is known for his love of typewriters and owns an extensive collection of over 250 different models. He has written several books and articles on typewriters and has stated that he finds inspiration in their sound and tactile feel. Oradour-sur-Glane, France, is a village in central France that was the scene of a massacre during World War II. In 1944, Nazi soldiers killed almost all of the village's inhabitants and burned the buildings. Today, Oradour-sur-Glane is preserved as a memorial and reminder of the horrors of war. Japan is known for its culture of hard work, but also for its passion for gambling, such as pachinko, which is a mix between slot machines and pinball. The iconic Queen singer, Freddie Mercury, was born in Zanzibar, an archipelago off the coast of Tanzania. His real name was Farrokh Bulsara. Iceland is an island country that has a very small population relative to its land area, but is home to most of the world's geysers. In addition, 60% of the population lives in Reykjavik, the capital. Will Smith initially rose to fame as a rapper before becoming an actor. His stage name in music was The Fresh Prince. He then starred in the hit television series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The Mesoamerican ball game in Mexico, played by civilizations such as the Mayans and Aztecs, was one of the first team sports in history. In addition, this country is also home to the monarch, a butterfly that travels from Canada and the United States each year to spend the winter in Mexico's fir forests. Fashion designer Coco Chanel had a love for the number 5. That's why in 1921 she launched her famous perfume Chanel No. 5, which became one of the best-selling perfumes of all time. India is the largest country in the world in terms of film production, surpassing Hollywood. It is also home to over 300,000 temples, including the Golden Temple in Amritsar, one of the holiest sites in Sikhism. Despite being a landlocked country, Switzerland has over 1,500 lakes spread across its territory. These lakes, such as Lake Geneva, Lake Zurich, and Lake Lucerne, offer spectacular scenery and are important landmarks for Swiss and visitors alike. In addition, Switzerland has 4 official languages: German, French, Italian, and Romansh. Romansh is mainly spoken in Grisons. Kangaroos are marsupials, meaning they give birth to premature babies who complete their development in a pouch called a marsupium. This pouch is located on the female's abdomen and contains mammary glands that produce milk to feed the babies, called joeys. In the province of Alberta, Canada, is Banff National Park, which is the 3rd largest national park in the world and the oldest in Canada. Sloths spend most of their lives sleeping and can sleep up to 15 hours a day. They also have slow metabolisms and can take up to a month to fully digest a meal. Peru's capital, Lima, is the 2nd largest capital city located in a desert in the world, only after Cairo, Egypt. Before every basketball game, LeBron James has a unique ritual in which he throws chalk dust into the air. This gesture has become a trademark of the player and is an iconic part of his preparation for each game. In the Swedish city of Stockholm, there is a hotel that was built in a disused Boeing 747 called the Jumbo Hostel. Guests can stay in rooms inside the plane. Before becoming an actor, Ryan Gosling was a ballet dancer. He started at the age of 12 and went on to perform with the Canadian Ballet. Ethiopia has its own unique calendar, which has 13 months. It is also home to the Church of St. George in Lalibela, carved out of a single rock on the mountain in the 12th century. The world's first website was created by Tim Berners-Lee in 1990. It was a basic website that explained how the World Wide Web worked and provided information on how to create web pages. In the Bahamas, there is a natural phenomenon known as Dean's Blue Hole, which is an underwater sinkhole over 656 feet deep. It is one of the deepest and largest blue holes in the world. IBM launched the first touchscreen smartphone in 1992. It was called the Simon Personal Communicator and had features such as email, fax, calendar, and a notes app. The Boston Marathon is one of the oldest and most prestigious marathons in the world. It is held annually on the 3rd Monday in April, known as Patriots' Day in Massachusetts. The Boston Marathon is famous for its demanding course and its history, rich in tradition and sportsmanship. The Toyota Corolla is considered the best-selling car in history. Since its introduction in 1966, more than 44 million units have been sold worldwide. The Wimbledon Championships is the oldest tennis tournament in the world and is held at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club in London. It is known for its tradition of serving strawberries and cream and its strict dress code of white clothing. The Hoia Baciu forest in Romania is known for its paranormal phenomena, including UFO sightings, strange lights, and disorientation of visitors. It is known as one of the most haunted places in the world. The oldest still-running car is the 1886 Benz patent motor wagon Nummer 3, built by Carl Benz. This 3-wheeled car is considered the world's first gasoline-powered car and is on display at the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Germany. Geodes are rock formations that contain crystals inside. These stones can be found all over the world and range in size from small to very large. Geodes are popular with mineral collectors and are often used in decoration and jewelry. Vanilla ice cream is the most popular ice cream flavor in the world. By some estimates, more vanilla ice cream is consumed than any other flavor combined. The sports company Nike is named after the Greek goddess of victory, Nike. Nike's famous swoosh logo was designed by a graphic design student, Carolyn Davidson, in 1971, for which she received just $35 at the time. Carrots used to be purple, not orange. Dutch farmers developed orange carrots in the 17th century in honor of the House of Orange, the Dutch royal family, which is why they eventually became orange. Levi Strauss, founder of Levi's, invented the first jeans in 1873. Initially, Levi's jeans were sold to miners and workers, but later became an iconic fashion item. Peanuts are not nuts, but legumes. They grow underground, just like peas or lentils. The striking Hill of Crosses in Lithuania is covered with tens of thousands of crosses, left there by Christian pilgrims over the centuries. It is a religious pilgrimage site and a symbol of resistance during the Soviet occupation. The Gucci brand was founded in 1921 by Guccio Gucci in Florence, Italy. Initially, Gucci mainly made high-quality leather goods. The famous Gucci Double G logo was introduced in the 1960s. Monaco has the highest population density in the world, with more than 25,000 people per square kilometer. The king of pop had a close friendship with famous child actor Macaulay Culkin. Culkin is even the godfather of two of Jackson's children. The hottest pepper in the world is the Carolina Reaper, which has been ranked as the hottest by the Guinness Book of Records since 2013. Eating celery is said to burn more calories than the body absorbs when eating it. This effect is known as negative calories. The name Intel is an abbreviation for Integrated Electronics. The company was founded in 1968 by Gordon Moore and Robert Noyce and has been instrumental in the development of the semiconductor industry. Oscar-winning actress Jennifer Lawrence is known for her sense of humor and unconventional nature. During her acceptance speech at the Academy Awards in 2013, she tripped on the stairs while walking up to the stage, making for one of the most iconic and memorable moments in Academy Awards history. International Business Machines Corporation, IBM, began as the tabulating machine company in 1911. In 1924, they adopted the name International Business Machines Corporation, which has stuck ever since. Canada has the longest border in the world with the United States, stretching over 5,400 miles. Japan's national sport, sumo, is one of the oldest sports in the world, with a history dating back over 1,500 years. Sumo wrestlers are known for their size and strength, but also for their agility and technical skills. South Korea is one of the most passionate countries for video games in the world. The country is known for its highly competitive esports scene and its large base of professional gamers. Arctic foxes have a thick coat of fur that allows them to survive in extremely cold climates, and their furry paws act as snow boots, helping them walk on snow without sinking. It is estimated that France produces more than 1,000 different types of cheese, making it the country with the largest variety of cheeses in the world. The most successful cyclist in the history of the Tour de France is Belgian Eddy Merckx, who won the race 5 times between 1969 and 1974. He is also known as the Cannibal for his insatiable appetite for winning races. India is the most religiously diverse country in the world, hosting a wide range of religions, including Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, and Jainism, among others. The youngest Formula One driver to win a race is Max Verstappen, who won the Spanish Grand Prix in 2016 at the age of 18 years and 227 days. Formula One is also one of the most expensive sports in the world, with teams spending hundreds of millions of dollars each year on research, development, and logistics. Mountain goats are excellent climbers and can inhabit steep, mountainous terrain that many other animals cannot reach. They also have a unique ability to jump surprising distances and land on difficult terrain. Ethiopian marathoner Abebe Bikila won the gold medal at the 1960 Rome Olympics by running barefoot. He is also the first African to win an Olympic gold medal. Australia has a wild camel population that exceeds 1.2 million. These camels were imported to Australia in the 19th century to aid in exploration and transportation, but are now considered a pest. Basketball was invented by James Naismith, a Canadian physical education teacher, in 1891. Originally, the game was played with a soccer ball and peach baskets. Abraham Lake, located in Alberta, Canada, is a unique destination that offers a stunning natural spectacle during the winter months. As temperatures drop and the lake freezes, methane bubbles form trapped beneath the icy surface, creating a surreal landscape of frozen bubbles trapped in the ice. Romanian gymnast Nadia Comaneci made history at the 1976 Olympics by becoming the first person in history to receive a perfect score of 10 on an Olympic routine. She earned 7 perfect scores in total during those games. Iceland is the country with the highest per capita consumption of Coca-Cola in the world, despite being a small nation. Famous fashion designer Coco Chanel was the creator of the little black dress that became a staple of the female wardrobe. She also introduced the concept of wearing pants for women, challenging the fashion conventions of the time. The world's oldest climbing competition, known as the Empire State Building Tower Race, has been held annually in New York since 1978. Participants race to the top of the skyscraper, climbing 1.576 steps. The Gyeongbokgung in South Korea is a majestic royal palace in Seoul and one of the most representative symbols of Korea. Built in 1395, it was the main palace during the Joseon dynasty and is known for its impressive architecture and spacious gardens. Sake, an alcoholic rice drink, is considered the national drink of Japan. It has a long history in Japanese culture and is consumed on various occasions and celebrations. Vladimir Putin is an avid judo practitioner and has participated in competitions at national and international levels. It is also known for its carefully cultivated public image, which often includes physical and outdoor activities. Although generally considered a nut, the coconut is a fruit. It is one of the largest fruits in the world and is known for its versatility, as it can be used in a variety of sweet and savory dishes. Pulp Fiction, directed by Quentin Tarantino, won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival in 1994. It was the first time in the festival's history that the award was given to a film directed by an American. Matsuri are religious and cultural festivals held throughout Japan throughout the year. Each region has its own unique Matsuri that include parades, ceremonies, dances, games, and traditional festivities. In the film The Godfather, Marlon Brando improvised the scene where he pets a cat. Originally, the cat was not in the script, but Brando found it on the set and decided to incorporate it into the scene. Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula is home to an astonishing concentration of active volcanoes, geysers, crater lakes, and a unique diversity of wildlife. It is one of the most remote and wild places on Earth. The film The Magnificent Seven is a remake of Seven Samurai, a Japanese film directed by Akira Kurosawa. Both films have the same basic premise: a group of warriors hired to protect a village from bandits. Blue cheese gets its signature color and flavor from the introduction of fungi of the genus Penicillium during the manufacturing process. These fungi create streaks of blue-green mold that run through the cheese. In L. Frank Baum's original novel, The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy's shoes are silver, but in the 1939 film, they were changed to red to better show the new Technicolor process. The name Starbucks was inspired by the character in the book Moby Dick. Starbucks' original logo was an image of a naked mermaid with two tails, which was inspired by an illustration in a 16th century edition of Moby Dick. Stranger Things creators, the Duffer Brothers, drew inspiration from their own childhood experiences and classic 1980s films such as The Goonies, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and Ghostbusters to create the series. The wallet that Jewel, played by Samuel Jackson, uses in Pulp Fiction is the actual wallet of Quentin Tarantino, the film's director. The name Toyota is derived from the last name of the company's founder, Kiichiro Toyota. Toyota was chosen instead of Toyota because it sounded softer and had 8 strokes in Japanese, which are considered auspicious. The famous slow-motion technique used in The Matrix to show characters dodging bullets is called bullet time and was revolutionary in the world of cinema at the time. Cinnamon is the inner bark of cinnamon trees, which is peeled and dried for use. The most highly valued variety is Ceylon cinnamon, which is produced in Sri Lanka. The Amazon in Brazil is the largest rainforest in the world and is home to an astonishing diversity of flora and fauna. An estimated 60% of the rainforest is found in Brazil. Octopuses are masters of camouflage and can change color and texture to blend in with their surroundings. Another surprising fact about them is that they have 3 hearts and 8 arms filled with suction cups, each with its own brain. Although famous for its stunning scenery, New Zealand is also known for its large sheep population. In fact, there are more sheep than people in the country, with about 6 sheep for every person. Entertainer and television presenter Bob Ross was known for his laid-back style and signature afro hairstyle. Ross decided to adopt his distinctive hairstyle after leaving the military to save money on hairdressing. Although Niagara Falls shares a border between the United States and Canada, the majority of the falls are located on the Canadian side. They are one of the most famous natural attractions in the world, attracting millions of visitors each year. Australia is known for its diverse and unique wildlife, including animals such as the kangaroo, koala, platypus, and wombat. Many of these species are found nowhere else in the world. The Netflix drama series The Crown is known for its lavish costumes and detailed production. It is estimated that the series has spent more than $35 million on costumes and props, including exact replicas of British royal jewels. Director Brad Bird said that he was inspired by fashion designer Edith Head when creating the character Edna Moda, one of the characters in the film The Incredibles. Boxfish have the peculiarity of having eyes on the sides of their heads, which allows them to have a nearly 360-degree field of vision without having to move their heads. Many insects have the ability to blend in with their surroundings to avoid being detected by predators or to stalk their prey. Some examples include moths that resemble leaves and stick insects that camouflage themselves as branches. Behind Beyoncé's powerful stage presence and undeniable confidence lies a more reserved and shy Beyoncé in her personal life. To overcome this shyness and channel her energy on stage, Beyoncé created an alter ego called Sasha Fierce, where she can break free from inhibitions and unleash her full potential as a performer. McDonald's adapts its menu to local tastes in different countries around the world. For example, in India, McDonald's offers vegetarian burgers, and in Japan, it serves rice burgers and drinks like the McFizz. Did you know that in Scotland men wear skirts? In Scotland, the traditional garment that men wear is known as a kilt, not a skirt. The kilt is a Scottish skirt that is part of traditional male attire at formal events, ceremonies, and special occasions. It is an iconic garment that is associated with Scottish culture and is usually made from checkered fabric known as tartan, which identifies the clan or region to which the wearer belongs. Converse sneakers, known as Chuck Taylors, after basketball player Chuck Taylor, have evolved from their creation in 1917 as athletic footwear to become an icon of casual and urban fashion today. The famous dance scene between Uma Thurman and John Travolta in the 1994 film Pulp Fiction was completely improvised. Quentin Tarantino simply gave them the music and asked them to dance as if they were in a dance contest. Montezuma Castle National Monument is a limestone structure in Arizona, built by the Sinagua civilization over 800 years ago. Although it is called a castle, it is actually an apartment complex that is situated on a sandstone cliff and consists of several floors and rooms, built of wood and adobe. Although Mount Kilimanjaro is known for being the highest mountain in Africa and for its snow-capped peak, it is actually a dormant volcano made up of 3 volcanic cones: Kibo, Mwenzi, and Shira. Although Penelope Cruz is known for her roles in English-speaking films such as Vanilla Sky, where she starred with Tom Cruise, her native language is Spanish. She is one of the most successful Spanish actresses in the international film industry. And this has been. What facts surprised you the most? Tell us in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe, people, and never miss out on content Zarpato.